In ancient times, people discovered the camera obscura, a dark room with a small hole that projected the outside world onto the opposite wall. Although these images couldn't be preserved, it was the first step toward capturing reality with light. In 1826, Joseph Nicephore-Niepce made history by creating the first permanent photograph using a process called heliography. He captured a grainy image of his courtyard after 8 hours of exposure, marking a milestone in the quest to record life through light. In 1839, Louis Daguerre introduced the daguerreotype, a breakthrough that used a silver-coated plate to create sharp, detailed images. With exposure times much shorter than earlier methods, the daguerreotype became the first practical form of photography, making portraiture popular. Robert Cornelius, a photography enthusiast, took the world's first self-portrait in 1840. Standing still for minutes, Cornelius captured his own image, marking the birth of portrait photography and laying the foundation for one of today's most popular photography styles, selfies. By the mid-19th century, photography studios spread throughout Europe and America. Families dressed in formal attire visited these studios to have their portraits taken. It was a special occasion, and photography, once an exclusive art, became accessible to the middle class. Frederick Scott Archer revolutionized photography with the collodion process in 1851. This wet plate method enabled photographers to produce high-quality images with shorter exposure times. It also allowed for multiple copies of the same photograph, which made photography more versatile. James Clerk Maxwell, a Scottish physicist, demonstrated the first color photograph in 1861 by layering red, green, and blue filters. This achievement was the beginning of color photography, though it would take many decades before it became widely available. In 1888, George Eastman revolutionized photography with the Kodak camera and roll film. His invention made photography portable and easy for the masses. The slogan, "You press the button, we do the rest," allowed amateurs to take photos without knowing complex processes. With the advent of 35mm film and cameras like the Leica, photography took a significant leap. The new portability and ease of use allowed photographers to capture spontaneous moments. Photography became more artistic and dynamic, with street and candid photography emerging as popular genres. In 1948, Edwin Land introduced the first Polaroid instant camera, which allowed users to take photos and watch them develop in real time. This innovation offered immediate satisfaction, changing the way people interacted with photography and making it even more personal and fun. In 1975, Kodak engineer Steve Sasson created the first digital camera. It was bulky and captured low-resolution images, but it was revolutionary. This marked the start of a new era, where photographs could be stored electronically, eliminating the need for film altogether. A 1990s living room filled with family and friends gathered around a table. One person holds an early digital camera with a small screen, excitedly showing images of a recent event. Colorful, bulky technology is scattered around, and everyone is smiling and interacting with the new device. In the early 2000s, the integration of cameras into mobile phones brought photography to the masses on an unprecedented scale. With a camera always at hand, anyone could capture their daily lives. This trend transformed photography from a professional craft into a universal form of self-expression. The rise of social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook changed the way we share and consume photographs. With millions of images uploaded daily, photography became a tool for storytelling, self-promotion, and global communication. Every smartphone user became an instant photographer. Drones revolutionized photography by offering new aerial perspectives. Now photographers could capture landscapes, cities, and events from above. This opened creative possibilities, making stunning overhead shots more accessible, once only achievable by helicopters or planes. AI and virtual reality are shaping the future of photography. AI automates editing, enhancing photos instantly, while VR creates immersive 3D experiences. These technologies push the boundaries of creativity, allowing photographers to explore new dimensions and interactive visual storytelling.